soul contains a whisper of light, gleaming faintly as it dwindles from sight. No escape, no greater fate to be made. In the end, the chains of time will not break.
Steve joins the battle in Super Smash Bros. Steve is the main character from Minecraft, one of the most popular games in the world. Steve's moveset is chock filled with different weapons and blocks from his games. He will have a down B that is the same as Hero's down B, where he has 20 different blocks and items to choose from. Steve's weight and run speed will be very similar to Mario. Steve's entrance will be him getting up from his bed, looking around, then hopping off. Steve's jab has him hit once with his right arm, referencing the punching motion he does in Minecraft when he doesn't have a weapon. Steve's side tilt is him swinging an iron sword forward, obviously referencing one of Steve's weapons. Steve's up tilt has him swing an iron hoe upwards. Steve's down tilt will have him use an iron shovel, which he will dig into the ground, possibly grounding any opponent. Steve's side smash will have Steve swing an iron pickaxe into the ground forward, doing massive damage. Steve's up smash will have him use a dispenser to shoot out an arrow into the sky, lowering the damage the higher it goes. Steve's down smash will have Steve hit the ground on each side with a flint and steel, causing fire to do non-flinching damage to the opponent. Steve's neutral air will be the same as his jab, where he will punch forward. Steve's forward air will have him throw a snowball at the opponent, which won't do much damage, but can be used really quickly. Steve's back air will have him use a pressure plate to propel himself backwards while hitting the opponent hard. Steve's up air will have him thrust an axe upwards. Steve's down air will have him drop an anvil onto the opponent, which will do insane amounts of damage as well as spiking the opponent. Steve will grab with his left arm while pummeling with a wooden axe. Steve's forward air will have him hit the opponent with a wooden sword. Steve's back throw will have Steve throw the opponent backwards just like Dr. Mario's back throw. Steve's up throw will have Steve pick up the opponent and drop them on a slime block, propelling them upwards. Steve's down throw will have Steve stomp on the opponent's head and shoot them with a bow. Steve's dash attack will have Steve attack with a pickaxe, rushing forward to smack the opponent with it. Now on to the special attacks. I will talk about Steve's neutral B in a bit as it correlates to his down B. Steve's side B will have him pull a shield from his inventory to block any attacks given to him, both projectiles and physical attacks, but can only be deflected from one side. This is very similar to Pit's down B from Brawl. Steve's up B is very similar to Incineroar's up B, where he will shoot himself up with a rocket and then glide downward using Elytra wings, but along with that, he can glide with the Elytra wings just like Brawl, but he can only go a short distance until he goes into free fall. Now on to Steve's down B, which is his gimmick. He has 20 different blocks and items, but only 4 will appear in his inventory randomly. Once he has selected his item, he'll have to use his neutral B to place down the item or use the item. When Steve has used up these items, they will not be in his hand anymore, and he will have to get a new item. Here's the list of blocks. 3 grass blocks, 3 wooden blocks, 3 stone blocks, and 3 obsidian blocks. He has 1 TNT block which will activate when attacked, but be careful, as if you are too close you will take damage as well. There is scaffolding which has 10 blocks, but any damage given to it will cause the holding to break. Steve has a mob spawner which can spawn creepers, spiders, skeletons, zombies, and slimes. Steve has a dispenser which can dispense 3 small smash items. Steve has an enchantment table, which when attacked will give anyone a 1.25 attack bonus. He has a water bucket which goes 5 blocks wide and will go down the whole stage, which is good for recovery, but it goes away after 5 seconds. The lava bucket is the same as the water bucket, but it will hurt the opponent and it won't do knockback. Both of these buckets will slow down the opponent, possibly leading to major damage with the lava bucket. He has an apple that heals 12% when eaten, which takes 3 seconds to eat. He has a flint and steel, which will place a fire on the ground for 5 seconds, acting similar to Piranha Plant's poison, but it won't move. He has 5 different items: his sword, bow and arrow, axe, pickaxe, and shovel, all of them being diamond and doing more damage than its iron weapons. He has an ender pearl, which thrown will instantly teleport him to that spot. Throwing it off stage won't let you teleport. And finally, he has a spawn egg, which has a chance to spawn any innocent animal, like a pig, chicken, cow, or horse. Here's the list of items and blocks that you can use, along with how many times you can use them before you have to get a new one. Steve's final smash will have him summon the Ender Dragon. Steve will jump onto the Ender Dragon and will fly into the background, where it will breathe fire onto the stage for about 7 seconds until it will fly into the sky, dropping Steve back onto the stage. For Steve's idle poses, he will look around, he will read a book, and will crack an empty egg. Steve's first taunt will have him eat an apple. Steve's second taunt will have him pet a wolf, and finally his last taunt will have him set down a torch. Steve's first victory animation will have him swing at a spider with a diamond sword, and then block an arrow with his shield. For his second victory animation, he will eat a golden apple. For his last victory animation, his horse with diamond armor will run, and then Steve in full body armor will pose with the horse. Steve's costumes are costumes based off of Alex, a zombie Alex, Jesse, Petra, Steve wearing a tuxedo, and Alex wearing a dress. Steve's classic mode will be called Hardcore mode, where Steve will fight against characters that resemble the mobs that he fights. The first match will be against a Black Diddy Kong, referencing a spider, then Banjo and Kazooie with the Gruntilda skin to reference a zombie, Fierce Deity Link to reference a skeleton, Young Link to reference a creeper, a Giant White Kirby to reference a ghast, Black Mewtwo to reference a wither, and finally a Giant Ridley and a Joker to reference the Ender Dragon and Enderman. Steve's Punch-Out title is the Crafty Blockhead. Steve's stage will be the end, with the Ender Dragon in the background firing purple flames onto the ground. Kirby, when inhaling Steve, will become blocky and will place down only stone blocks. And here are the stock icons for Steve, Alex, Zombie Alex, Jesse, Petra, Steve in a tuxedo, and Alex in a dress. Here's Steve when you encounter him. Here's Steve when you unlock him. And here's Steve's battle icon. The Mii Fighter costumes include a Steve Mii Sword Fighter, a Creeper head, a Skeleton head, a Zombie head, and an Ender Dragon head. The music from Minecraft that will be featured in Super Smash Bros. Will be Minecraft, Sweden, Pigstep, Teamwork Training, Redstonia, Droopy Likes Your Face, and Enderman Boss. So that's it for If Steve Was in Super Smash Bros. If you liked the video, then like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.